Hello. What is Whispering Heights? What are we all about? To hopefully sum it up very shortly, Whispering Heights is a place to learn how to hear God whispering. We post things about our daily life and walk with God and how He creatively and wonderfully, radically changes who we are to being a person who takes on His character. Um, and this is a priceless gift, I think, being able to do that. It gives you peace, it gives you wisdom, being able to connect to God, and it's about learning to love Him and knowing how much He loves us too. But all in all, it's about your one on one connection with Him and how do we tangibly get from point A to point B where you feel like you're not connecting with Him at all, um, to where you feel like you are. You know you are. And you start building a wonderful relationship with Him. One thing that God has been speaking to me about is His creative genius. He is a creative genius. He is the master of creating. I mean, all you have to look at is the world, of course. You see the vastness of space and just everything that he's done in the process of creating the whole world. But also, he's a creative genius in bringing situations that aren't good um, to a place where it benefits us in our growth. Uh, Someone that I look up to always says he's upgrading you through these circumstances in your life, and that's a wonderful thing. And in the way he brings those things together, I think are just kind of unimaginable. I was just talking to um, a family member about Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and how they all were in a land where that wasn't their own. They had to follow someone else's rules, and they stayed true to God. They followed Him, and they were put into some pretty nasty situations, for sure. Some situations that were not very happy situations, for sure. And how I mean, God closing the mouth of the lions so that Daniel was safe overnight in the den, and Jesus appearing in the furnace, keeping Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego safe from harm in those circumstances. But he's not only a creative genius in how he handles just life situations, he's a creative genius in how he can use your entire existence for better or for worse and bring you to a place where you're growing in him and, like I was saying, upgrading. And when you you upgrade, I believe you have more of a ability to walk through life like Jesus and to not get so affected by emotions, by um, circumstances that you're dealing with. So he is a creative genius, and I think the cool thing is he wants us to be creative geniuses right there with him, and it's a partnership that he's set up with us. We just have to go for it. One step that I think is a good starting point is to get alone with God and to just say to him and ask him to be the creative genius in your life and to help you create a plan to grow closer to him. And he has something in mind that's way more exciting than what we could come up with. I might share a little bit in our next video about where I'm at with that and some things that I'm hearing from him. And hopefully people will find this really useful in their walk with God.